The Atlanta Falcons have officially released quarterback Marcus Mariota. And this is kind of awkward because he's going to be on Netflix's show in the summer, which followed different quarterbacks throughout the season. And Marcus Mariota had a dramatic season with the Falcons last year. He was benched towards the end of the year. And people believe he was so heated at head coach Arthur Smith that he decided to go on IR rather than be with the team. Marcus Mariota struggled last year, but he is still a dynamic dual threat quarterback. And the Niners' experience with Brock Purdy showed how important it is to have depth at the quarterback position, and plenty of teams this year will need a bridge QB or a backup quarterback. And the Falcons can now make a big splash at quarterback because this release saves them $12 million in cap space. We know they have Desmond Ridder on the roster, who they drafted last year in the 3rd round, but it doesn't seem like they're committing to him. They haven't named him as a starting quarterback, and the Falcons have roughly the second highest amount of cap space in the entire NFL. And if they really wanted to make a big play at quarterback, they could swing big and get somebody who fits what they're already doing in Atlanta perfectly in Lamar Jackson. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson look like they're headed towards a divorce. It is highly unlikely that the Ravens give what Lamar Jackson wants, which is Deshaun Watson money, $250 million guaranteed fully at least. And the Falcons are in a position to make a big play for Lamar Jackson because they have so much cap space and they already have Desmond Ridder for the next 3 years. He could be a good backup plan in case Lamar Jackson gets hurt, and you know the chance of that is likely because of the style of play that Lamar Jackson does. And the Atlanta Falcons last year ran the ball so much with their quarterback, it was actually Marcus Mariota's career high in rushing yards last year with the Falcons. So Lamar Jackson would fit perfectly with what they want to do. And the Falcons are picking at number 8 in the draft, so they're really not going to be able to get one of the top QBs. You got so many teams picking ahead of them that are going to take a quarterback. It is kind of rough. Marcus Mariota does have a tough road ahead. Not only is a Netflix show going to be awkward, documenting his season in which he was getting benched, and that's going to premiere this summer, but he was one of the top promising QBs in the NFL at one time. In 2015, he was drafted 2nd overall after winning the Heisman with the Oregon Ducks. And he had some great moments with the Tennessee Titans in his career, but he was eventually benched for Ryan Tannehill because apparently Tannehill was able to understand the offense more quickly. Then you saw Marcus Mariota spend 2 seasons with the Raiders under Derek Carr and John Gruden. And he was sort of studying there, and many people expected him to bounce back right after this experience being a backup with the Raiders. So this 2022 Atlanta Falcons season was really Marcus Mariota's second shot in the NFL as a starting QB, and it didn't work out. We will see if he gets a 3rd opportunity to become a starter in the NFL, but he will definitely get an opportunity to be a backup for several teams in the NFL. He would fit well with the Niners, sitting behind Trey Lance or Brock Purdy, maybe even backing up Jalen Hurts with the Eagles. I could also see him being a bridge QB or a backup to Justin Fields or whoever the Chicago Bears bring in. And you know what? Let's just get real crazy. What if he has to duke it out during training camp against Tyler Huntley with the Baltimore Ravens? Especially if Lamar Jackson is out of the picture with the Atlanta Falcons. But there are some people who believe that Marcus Mariota did not handle the situation with the Atlanta Falcons that well. There are rumors that when he was benched for Desmond Ridder, he sort of chose to go on IR just to not be around the team. And perhaps he thought he should still be starting. The Falcons were still in a position to win the division because the NFC South is just that bad. But the Atlanta Falcons and head coach Arthur Smith wanted to see what they had in Desmond Ridder, and Marcus Mariota went on IR, but head coach Arthur Smith made it clear that Mariota did not have any new injury problem. He just decided to go on IR after he was benched. And so people started to vilify Marcus Mariota, saying he's not being a team player, but we do not ever know the full story in the NFL. Who knows what happened behind the scenes? Perhaps Arthur Smith told him when he first signed in the 2022 offseason that he would at least start for a full season. And that would not be surprising because these guys have a relationship going back to their time with the Titans when Arthur Smith was their offensive coordinator. But that would make more sense why he would go on IR after being benched. Perhaps he was upset. Perhaps he felt like he was wrong. We'll find out more this upcoming summer during this Netflix show QB. And we'll see what happens with the future careers of players like Lamar Jackson and Marcus Mariota. This whole offseason is going to be really intense, and we're going to see a lot of movement, especially with the quarterback position around the NFL. So if you don't want to miss any of our videos, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel for more NFL content. My name is WiFiWillie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.